What's up, everybody? Tony Beats Guy here, and happy 2016. I hope everybody's having a happy new year. I hope your holidays were good. I hope you were safe on all of your travels. If you did go out drinking on New Year's Eve and you got home safe, I know I did, and I know I had a great time. And 2016 is a time where you have to look forward. You have to look for basically what you want to do is you want to look ahead and look at all the positive things that could possibly be happening this year. Now, I want to start off with this article that WWE.com actually released. And first off, I will say this about this article. This is not written from anybody but a bunch of online writers. Joey Styles is one of them, so he's a credible source. And there's a lot of people who just write content for WWE.com. And if you don't actually know, Aubrey Sitterson, who worked for WWE Games Community Manager, blah, 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 you remember him. He actually worked for WWE.com, I believe, if I'm right about that. I'm thinking that's 100% right. If I'm wrong on that, it's Marcus Stevenson. Anyway, okay, so let's move on here. Let's go ahead. Let's look forward to 2016. So on the WWE.com, they actually listed 16 superstars to look forward to in the year 2016. And I'll kind of go ahead and tell you if I think these guys are actually going to be, guys and gals, I should say, are actually going to be the future of the company, or if they're not. But I will tell you my thoughts on all of this. Seth Rollins. They say Seth Rollins is going to come back. He's going to have an awesome year, and you're going to have to watch out for him. Obviously, that's a given right there, is that Seth Rollins is going to come back. You have a feeling that he's going to come back. He's going to recover from his injury. He's probably going to come back at the Royal Rumble. If he did, that would be pretty awesome, and I'd be excited for Seth Rollins to come back at the Royal Rumble. So Seth Rollins coming back, and I agree with that. I say he's going to have a great year. He will probably be the top face of the company when he comes back, so that's good with that. We also have Braun Strowman of the Wyatt family. I don't know if I really agree with that. He's a big guy. He's cool. I don't know that he's going to have a great year. I don't think he'll ever break out. Maybe he could be a breakout superstar, but I don't really see that one going down. That also leads us to the next one. Eva Marie. I don't know. Somebody likes her. Somebody puts her in NXT. Somebody thinks she's good. Maybe it's a Triple H thing. Maybe they just think she can succeed. Anyway, I think that there's a possibility, depending. She could go in the women. A lot of the crowd hates her down in NXT, so if she could make that a heel thing, maybe she could make it work, but I think it's far off from that. Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe is a guy that I picked for a guy that could be called up to the main roster and be used properly. I like the heel Samoa Joe better than the face Samoa Joe. I think they're onto something there. I think that they have something. I think that he will be called up this year. I think that he has a possibility to succeed if they do it similar to Kevin Owens, where they let him be him and not sort of put a hold on him and just kind of let him. So Samoa Joe, I think, is a great pick on that one. Apollo Crews. Sky's the limit for this guy. He's a clean-looking, big, jack dude who can do a moonsault, and that's his finish. Man, somebody down there really likes him. There's a lot of NXT people on here, and I think out of all of them, I think he is a shoo-in to be a standout for 2016. I don't think that he had the best match with Baron Corbin at TakeOver, but I do think that he is ready. He's got that good, clean look, and everybody likes him, and he's got that great smile, and he's got a great personality, and his story's good, and he can do an awesome moonsault. I think sky's the limit for this guy. Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks is probably the best women wrestler on this list, or close to, and the best woman wrestler in all of professional wrestling. I think Sasha Banks is way better than Charlotte. For a while, I thought Charlotte was the top, but then when I saw Sasha Banks, she finally came into her own. The boss gimmick is great. She is great. Just hopefully the Divas division does not hold her down on the main roster, because she is so talented. Sky's the limit for her as well. I think that's the thing. But I would say 2016, you can bank on her. Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens had a great 2015. He'll have a great 2016, 17, 18 if they just let him do him and let him be himself. They need to let him do some cool stuff and not have him wrestle Ryback or stupid matches like that. I think Kevin Owens is great. I think he's the most intriguing thing that's been on the roster this entire time he came in. It's the most exciting thing ever. Seriously, Kevin Owens is just one of my favorites to watch. And if you listen to any of his sit-down WWE.com interviews with Michael Cole, man, he just talks from the heart. he doesn't have any script or promos, and that's the one thing that you can feel about him. He feels like an Attitude Era guy, Kevin Owens does, where, you know, Mick Foley, The Rock, Triple H, Stone Cold, they didn't have scripts when they went out there. They weren't told, hey, this is what you have to say, and that's how you feel with Kevin Owens when he talks on the microphone. He's the most exciting guy to watch. Seriously, Kevin Owens, he's going to do great things. Asuka. Asuka is awesome. She's different. She's great. She's not the top of the list. Like I said, Sasha Banks is on the top of my list here for women. But I do think that she's got that different look. She stands out from the rest of the divas. She's just a powerhouse in that ring. And I think she's going to do great things in 2016. Seriously, I want to love her, and I want to see her succeed. I hope that she can make it to the main roster and succeed. I think with NXT, that gives those people that would never make it on the main roster right away a chance to succeed, and I think she will in 2016. Tag teams coming up. We have Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. Awesome. They are the world's greatest tag team in 2016. Seriously, they are just so good together. I didn't really buy into them at first, but wow, they are a great team, and you can just tell when they go out there that they're having fun. You see it on the Breaking Ground stuff, and I just think Jason Jordan and Chad Gable are perfect for each other. I hope they come up to the main roster because they could do great stuff with the New Day and the Dudleys, and really, there's not that many great tag teams right now. I mean, we'll talk a little bit about a couple other people, but I think that Jason Jordan and Chad Gable, they are the future of the tag team division in the WWE. Here's one, Cesaro. Yeah, I've always liked Cesaro. I always thought he was great. Hopefully he can break out of his brass ring and catch the brass ring and go on to good things. Every time he wrestles, he has one of the best matches on the card, if not the best. He's such a hard worker. He connects with the fans now. I think Vince said he didn't connect with the fans, but I see all the Cesaro section signs out there. So Cesaro is a powerhouse. He's ready for that next step. Dana Brooke. Yes, Dana Brooke is awesome. I like her. I love her. I want more of her. Seriously, she's one of my favorite divas in the NXT. Hey, you see a sign here? All the good ones are in NXT. I mean, they do have the 4 horsewomen up on the main roster, but when you take them to the main roster, they're not as good as they were in NXT. Dana Brooke was a bodybuilder, but now she's kind of slimmed down a little bit, but I think it's working for her, and I think that if what she says on Breaking Ground is true, and she really has that passion for the WWE, and she really does work out as hard as she says she does and make sure that she's a superstar and a diva, then she is going to do great, because you can just tell that some people want to do great, and I think she's going to do great. Hideo Itami. There you go. Hideo Itami. I don't know what more to say about him other than, yeah, duh, uh-huh. It's just win. It's just a matter of win. That's all it is. It's just, with him, you know, it's just, will they use him properly on the main roster, and when will he get a shot on the main roster? That's all you need to know. Here's Neville. He's a guy who kind of got taken up to the main roster, didn't really do anything, but I think his time is to shine. He's like one of those. He's got like a Rob Van Dam, right? He doesn't talk the best, but he gets it done in that ring, and he's so fun to watch that, you know, if you want to put on a good wrestling match, you put Neville in there. Kalisto, teaming with Sin Cara. And now we have an actual good tag team, right? Because we had Kalisto, and then you had the other Sin Cara, not as good. But now Kalisto, just amazing. He's going to be the next Rey Mysterio, people say. I say there's a potential for that to happen. I say Kalisto is going to do good things. If he's going to be in the mid-card, I don't know. I think he needs to break out of the tag team stuff and do his own thing, because he's very, very, very entertaining. He needs a little depth to his character, I think. But if they could do that, then I think you have something. Peyton Royce. Don't know. She wrestled against Bayley, and that's all about I really know about her. The website saying, WWE.com is saying that she's going to be a breakout in the years to come. So if that's the fact, then that's the fact, but we'll have to wait and see on that. Not much that I know about her. Haven't really seen a lot of her, but could be like a Blue Pants type thing where, you know, she just catches the crowd's eyes, and then that's it. And last but certainly not least is Corey Graves as an announcer. They really think that Corey Graves is going to be a standout announcer in 2016. I think it's great. I liked Corey Graves as a wrestler, and now I'm an announcer. He could be great. I want him to stay as a heel announcer. I think he's better as a bad guy announcer. I don't like, because for a while he was kind of bouncing around as a bad guy on the NXT and a good guy on the pre-show panel. So I think he's better as a heel, but I think Corey Graves does have potential to be a great announcer. I think he is something that will be a standout in 2016. I don't see why not as far as announcing goes. All you really have is Michael Cole, JBL, Booker T. I think Corey Graves is going to be good. So let's read off that list one more time. Just fast fashion here. We have Seth Rollins, Braun Strowman, Eva Marie, Samoa Joe, Apollo Crews, Sasha Banks, Kevin Owens, Asuka, Jason Jordan, and Chad Gable, Cesaro, Dana Brooke, Hideo Itami, Neville, Kalisto, Peyton Royce, and Corey Graves on announcing. So honestly, I love all of these. The ones that I know for sure: Seth Rollins, Samoa Joe, Sasha Banks, Kevin Owens, Apollo Crews, Jordan, and Gabe. I just think this list is really, really good. I think Eva Marie, maybe not. I don't know about Braun Strowman. Not sure about Peyton Royce. Haven't seen enough. But I do think that 2016 is looking great. There's a lot of fresh faces, and that's something that's really, really good about WWE. And that's what I really like, is that they constantly evolve and they constantly bring in these new people. And I think out of all of these, it's just a really good year. So anyway, guys, let me know what you thought about this. Let me know on the list, who do you think is succeeding, who's not going to succeed. Is there anybody on the list that wasn't listed? Let me know in the comment section below. Anyway, guys, as always, hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Have a happy 2016. Hopefully you made some good New Year's resolutions and you stick with them. I'm Tony Beats Guy. Frag out.